information here is basically reacting to Trench's news interview on Vlad TV. And the things that he's saying in the interview. But these are my opinions, and my opinions not necessarily based on facts, and everything I said is a legend. Now, I have been watching trials, and we have been working on trials and crimes over here on the channel, reacting to them, and there have been some mistakes. In most of the cases, there have been mistakes on the prosecutor's part. So Trenches is highly convinced that the prosecutors and the feds have ensured information to take Lil Durk down. But you know about trials. People change. We seen them change. Even in Young Thug case, we saw changes. Now, we're going to react to Trench's news. That's what he believed, that's what it is. Okay, we're not in a competition. But the main thing is that just letting y'all know that the feds does not always get things right in court. You know what I mean? Most of the fact, they can make mistakes. Mistakes can occur on the evidence, and we've seen that in, like I said, a couple of cases that we cover, the investigation part and even the illegal process. So we're gonna react to Trench's news for giving his feedback to Vlad TV. People, please keep in mind. I know y'all want to take Lil Durk now, but you have to ask yourself: do the prosecutors can make mistakes? Prosecutors can make mistakes, relying on misleading evidence. Hey, baby, misleading evidence, failing to interview witnesses. Anything can happen in this trial, in this case. Violating somebody's constitutional rights to get to the case. You never know. So don't get your hopes up too high about just because it's the feds on to just because they the Fed, they don't always get things right, y'all. You seen it. You seen the prosecutors in Young Thug case, okay? But this is not the feds. I guess it's not that Young Thug wasn't the feds. Feds can make mistakes, y'all. They don't always get things right in court, okay? So we're gonna react to Trench's interview with Vlad TV. Shout out to Vlad TV for this interview, but it don't always work that way. It don't always work that way. Okay, but let's look at this, y'all. What's up, chick?
Like it's ended up like he tried to backdoor old block and all that. He said that, and it's in the paperwork.
Now, I've always said this. In fact, when I interviewed Drew Finley, I said it in the interview. I said that, Durk has a chance of beating this unless his day one guys flip on him. Well, I mean, from my point of view, I think the biggest hurdle that you have is the co-defendants in Lil Durk's case. In the federal system, when do you find out exactly if these co-defendants are cooperating and exactly what they're going to be cooperating against?
Yeah. So it's good that you preface that
system, because there's a difference between cooperating in the state system, as we've seen in cases in the news recently, that just falls apart.
Right, like the Little Woody situation.
Yeah.
He got on the stand and just started being a maniac on the stand, and almost, I would say Little Woody's the reason why Young Thug won his case.
Yeah. So that just never happens in a federal.
This is federal, y'all, but don't mean they get everything right. Don't mean they get everything right. This is just federal, not a Lil Woody case.
Case, and I'm saying this to the guy that did an iconic interview of Sammy the Bull Gravano.
And OTF Vonnie is one of the day ones.
I wouldn't say day one, but he one of the people that been around through everything. So he knows a lot. And he was in a car with Didi, the Fed saying that he was in a car. They never hopped out. They were stalking in the car. So he connects everybody. When the Feds talk to him, Vlad, you gotta explain to the Feds like when you making a deal. Who did you get the guns from? So now you got to tell everybody who gave the guns from. That knock out the shooters. Who are you in the car with? I was in the car with Didi. That seals Didi faith. Who was you on the airplane with? And did he know? That's Durk. He connect everybody. Vonnie is connected with everybody to seal everybody faith.
Okay, so if you saying Vonnie, why are you accusing Lil Durk? I just think Lil Durk might get off of this, y'all, because they're not speaking on. Right now he's speaking on Vonnie. He's speaking on Vonnie and not Durk. Vonnie is Von's cousin. Wow, this is crazy.
Well, the argument could be though that Vonnie was cool with King Von, and maybe it was just all Vonnie. Maybe Durk had no idea.
Right.
Vonnie did it. I'm glad you said that.
But listen to what you saying. But he didn't say that Vonnie did. No, you're getting it wrong. He didn't say that. You saying that Durk had something to do with it as well as Vonnie. So is it going to be Vonnie or Lil Durk? See, y'all, what they doing is Durk going to get off of this. I'm telling y'all right now. Because it is hearsay right here, like he's still sticking that Vonnie did it and not Durk. But he don't realize he said that Durk involved too. But how are you gonna say that? We mess up in court. That's what all I got to say. That we mess ourselves up in court. So that's what I hope that prosecutor have their evidence and their witnesses together. That they gonna need them.
He has the most motive to do it. He has the most motive. Von is his cousin. He trying to live it up. He around.
Von has the most motive. You hear what he's saying? He didn't say Lil Durk. He didn't say Lil Durk. He said Vonnie. He didn't say Lil Durk. But everybody want to see Durk go down.
He got access to credit cards. He can call these guys because these guys call him when they broke in the trenches. Like, he has a lot of motive. And that's why I got on the Vonnie did it.
So you feel that OTF Vonnie did it and not Lil Durk?
Now whether he knew about it or whatever that's the case, because the credit card you gonna
No, listen to what you just said. I just said the same thing Vlad just said. Are you saying that Von did it instead of Durk? But right here in the chat, you saying Vonnie and not Durk. So Vlad caught on what I just heard. But you said that, but then now you jumping back on Vonnie heads. I see what he doing. I see what Trent is doing. I see what he doing. But he's trying to say Durk didn't do it. Von do a lot of things. Allegedly, probably did a lot of things behind Durk back because he his own man. He don't tell Von what to do. Von gonna do what he want to do.
explain like a lot. Like, it was credit cards used, airplanes, but Vonnie is the mastermind behind it. He has more motive to me as a journalist.
Now, he just told y'all Vonnie is the mastermind. So what is Durk? If Vonnie is the mastermind, what is Durk? I'm just asking a question. From what he just said, he said Vonnie is the mastermind. what does that make Lil Durk? Lil Durk might not even want that name on Lil Durk no more, because he a big Durk now.
You know, Durk has, you know, that's Durk friend Vonnie, but they saying this is cousin though. It hit different when it's a cousin and a friend.
Well, what if Durk takes a stand and says, yeah, this is all OTF Vonnie. I told him not to do it.
Right.
I had no idea that he was even doing it.
Right.
Or whatever else, whatever the strategy is, whether he didn't know about it or maybe he knew about it and told him not to do it and he still did it. Do you think that Durk would actually take the stand against Vonnie in his own case?
I don't think that Durk gonna take the stand because it's like he didn't set a standard.
But Durk don't have to take the stand. Durk don't have to take the stand. Durk attorney can talk. Durk don't have to take the stand. Durk for what? What do he need to take the stand for? His attorney gonna speak on it.
You know, don't talk to the police. Don't do this. Don't snitch. You know, no paperwork and all that. But if he love his kids, man, if he love his wife, everything that he fucking worked for, man, I'd be up there. This shit bigger than Nino, bro. You did it. You did it. You did it. I told even Didi.
But see, Durk ain't got to do that. That's why I start out saying, do the prosecutors have their evidence and their witnesses together? Because if they don't, they're gonna lose.
I told you don't do it. The reason why I called them and said don't put nothing in my name because they go places and they do things. You know, you just got to come up with it. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at Durk if he come home because everybody trying to blame it on him.
Right.
Shit, right now it's either like every man for theyself right now.
All right, listen to what you just said. So that's telling me that the prosecutors is weak, kind of weak. Cause they look like to me they going by hearsay when it come down to Lil Durk.
I'm still gonna listen to Lil Durk and everybody else still gonna listen to him.
I mean, look, if he comes out, he could pull a Gunna and just suddenly separate himself from a bunch of the Chicago stuff and just make the best music he can. If the girls like it, then he'll start winning again.
That's what I say.
Right? I don't know, man. This is a weird situation.
Right.
Honestly, I think Durk should take the stand if that betters his chances of actually making it through them.
I don't think that Durk should take the stand. I don't think he should. He don't have to take the stand. He got a attorney. What do you need to take the stand for? The main thing, do the prosecutors have reliable witnesses? Do they have reliable evidence? Can't they rely on their people that's supposed to be testifying against Lil Durk?
Now, of course, you take the stand, you can be cross-examined. That's the problem with that. But look, for example, the Tory Lane situation. He was saying that he should have taken the stand. Now he's doing 10 years. He's getting stabbed in prison and everything else like that. Look, I've interviewed people that took the stand. Hurricane Chris, he had a murder case. He took the stand, he beat it.
Oh no, I knew I was gonna talk from day one. It was never a thought in my mind of silencing me. This is my life. I know exactly what happened. I mean, my lawyer is a terrific lawyer, and Chicago and all that, the people who look up to him, like he ain't gonna do it. But if he's smart, like I said, man, he got kids. His son, like a damn good football player. Like you don't want to be watching your son from the rafters of ADX. For real, if you really didn't do it, if you really ain't have no knowledge of this, yeah, you got to talk.
No, he ain't got to talk. He got a lawyer. What is y'all talking about? No, he ain't got to talk. Because the witnesses ain't even talking about nothing. Why should... Let me tell you something. Dirt ain't dumb. Dirt ain't no dummy now. He ain't no dummy. He got a father don't deal with the feds for years. And if from what I'm hearing, that y'all putting the blame on Lil Durk like y'all did Young Thug. But it wasn't even Thug. It was people in front or behind on the side of Thug. I guarantee you that Durk gonna get off on this if they gonna go by everything I just heard.
At some point, the gangster shit gotta be thrown out, Vlad. Like, you gotta live for your life. Cause nobody will remember Durk 20 years from now. Nobody will be talking about him if he in ADX.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be that rapper from the 2000s. That
Yes, they will. It's just like we still remember Tupac. We'll never forget Tupac. Never forget Tupac. And we won't forget none of them people. Yeah, they gonna remember Lil Durk. How they gonna forget Lil Durk?
Chicago something, I don't remember, had that one song, whatever that is. Yeah, 20 years later, of course, it's a rap. It's a rap. I know a lot of rappers in the Bay Area. They've been locked up for 20 years. People don't know any of their music. Yeah, people forget about you. Well, there's some other people in OTF that you mentioned. OTF Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie.
So, how's he tied into this case?
Boogie, they said he was a driver. He was a driver. He drove the killers and to the gas station, and they hopped out and shot. He was in that car. So he trying to get the gun charges dropped. But see, people don't think about it like, if you trying to get a charge dropped saying, oh no, I wasn't the shooter, you can't charge me with this because I wasn't that, then basically you still saying that you was there, right? If you trying to get one charge dropped, I wasn't the shooter, that wasn't me. But you ain't trying to say a period that you not get. I wasn't there, period. You know, that's how the feds work, man. For one thing you try to get out of, man, they got something from behind it. You answer to this, and now you just incriminated yourself in something. They cold with it, man. They dirty. They go to the extent, and they gonna get you.
Okay, now you claim that he needs lawyer money.
Yep. You having a problem with a lawyer?
So is Durk financing all these defenses or no?
So my thing is, why y'all think he broke? Why y'all think Lil Durk broke? Why? You know what? I like Lil Durk because they don't know his business. You know what I mean? Durk has a business. Why would he say that he can't afford no attorney? He can't afford no lawyer. All right. Okay. All right.
No, because according to Vonnie, that's one of the reasons why he flipped. Ain't no lawyer.
That's what you think.
Why would you not pay for your co-defendants lawyers?
Yeah, it's crazy. Everybody from the street say, oh, you can't do it because if you do it, then they gonna tie it to you. Man, you can have somebody come to the courthouse and get a lawyer envelope. Hey, look, I'm gonna pay you in, 5,000 here, 2,000 here, or something like that. Anybody could do it, man. It's just an excuse for the streets. Like if y'all going down and your life depend on it, and you the leader, man, you got to get them lawyers for everybody. So everybody else.
But you just said that Vonnie is the mastermind. You just said that Vonnie is the mastermind behind everything. So why do Durk has to worry about everybody if he's not the mastermind person?
Let's go to trial and you'll have your fair shake. But with them not having no lawyer, Vlad, man, it put a dent in the game even more.
Okay, what about OTF Jam?
Jam is missing. Jam is missing.
Okay, so does that imply that he's cooperating somewhere?
Hey, he ain't showed up. He ain't in no mug shot in OTF.
What I just tell y'all. What I just tell do the prosecutor the feds have the evidence that they're reliable evidence, reliable witnesses? What I'm hearing that they don't. They don't. If I'm going by what this young man is saying,
them said that it's jail. They said it's jail, man. Soon it happened. They say it's jail. You know, I don't know what they got against Jam to say it's Jam, but you know, if it wasn't Jam, like I said, Jam would have came out, hey Vlad, hey, let me do this interview or something. You know,
Not really.
You got to clear your name.
Not really. He ain't got to clear his name with Vlad TV. He ain't got to clear his name on TV. No, he don't have to go on this show and clear his name. No, he don't. He can stay low like he doing now. Jam, whatever Jam doing, he don't want to get jammed up, so he's staying away from being interviewed before this trial.
You know, the whole world, your guy saying it, you know, but he ain't came out like that. He just sending little messages online from his page.
He doing right.
Right. We were supposed to talk to Jam, but I'm not sure if it was the real Jam or a scam or
right.
something, but ultimately it just didn't happen. So
I remember that.
I haven't seen OTF Jam anything really since the allegation started. So right, it's a mess. Now, OTF Didi, how's he involved in this?
OTF Didi, they saying that co-conspirator number 5, who is missing, that's why I say when somebody missing like this and then there no mug shots, they already cooperated. Durk now was supposed to, if Durk now would have went to trial, the feds would have had to introduce all these people that's missing. They would have had to put it out. Like number 4 who called, number 5. They saying that number 5 and Didi was the lieutenants for Lil Durk. So they was gonna pay the $1 million for the hit. They was they hired the hitman. You know, I don't think them hitman though. Them like some Family Dollar workers, man. They wouldn't arrest in the store and said, hey, you want to commit a murder? Lil Durk gonna buy you a grill. And then they went to go and do some dumb shit, man. I can't believe that Lil Durk, man, is in this shit. I really still can't believe.
Because he's not in it. Y'all put Durk in this. That's why I said earlier, do the prosecutors have reliable evidence, witnesses? Are they violating somebody's constitutional rights, y'all? I think Durk gonna get out of this.
Believe, bro. Report about him every day, but I can't believe it.
Okay, because you had done a story about how OTF Didi was held hostage and forced to eat blood.
Yeah, that guy hit me up, told me, man, hey, put me on Vlad, man. I said, I can't get you on Vlad, brother, but I could have Vlad say, you know, you want to do an interview with him and see if Vlad hit you, you know. I ain't got that type of authority just to tell you gonna get on Vlad. I ain't got it.
Okay, so someone told you that, though, that he was forced to eat blood?
Yeah, the guy, hold on. He did an interview. He just came out with an interview. He did an interview. He said how it happened. Didi was over there hitting the girl or in the room with the girl, and, you know, he came in. Him and his henchman came in, made him cut his dreads, made him eat the blood, you know, and then called up Durk and Vonnie. He said Vonnie said F him. Man, fuck that nigga. So he called Durk and Durk never answered. He jumped out the 3rd floor window or some shit. It's a story though. It's a hell of a story.
Okay, so like I said in the beginning, the trial is April 21st. It was supposed to happen in January, right? But the other co-defendants wanted to push it back.
Yeah.
And, you know, the judge conceded that this was a complicated case, so if they needed more time, it made sense to push it back. Do you think it's actually going to happen on April 21st?
April 21st?
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen on April the 20th. No, not April the 21st, no.
He pushed back again.
Right.
Okay.
But Durk know the longer they take, the more witnesses. People getting popped off.
But do he have reliable witnesses? Y'all tell me what y'all think. I got to go cover this case, trial Jarvis Butt's going to trial right now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that interview.